Whenever I'm speaking upon, yeah, I had a relapse, I'm not talking about fucking drugs. Like, y'all, side note, I had went to this fucking doctor, and she was a mental doctor, and this dumbass, first of all, this dumbass bitch don't know nothing. You know what? I'm not even gonna talk about that. I'm sorry, I should take it off. Take it off. Cut it. Just take it off.
Man, where do I begin? Okay, this is editing nature here, and today I'm here to inform you guys. This video was created, okay, February 13th, a day before Valentine's. Isn't that lovely, right? I'm going to explain in this next clip coming up what was going on and what happened, why I wasn't posting this month. But yeah, I it's just it's just been one of those months. But it's all right. I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going nowhere, don't worry. And I'm happy that I don't have a big audience just yet, because if I did, I know I would be getting chewed up in the comments right now. Honestly, if I did have a big audience, this wouldn't happen anyway. So, I'm not tripping. This is one of the pros of having a small audience. So, for my genuine, real supporters out there who's actually here to support and not just trying to be nosy, I appreciate you and thank you so much for your patience. Um, oh, and I had also forgot to mention, we this month not only was, the little lovey-dovey month, but I just realized, because we from jump we never celebrated holidays, so it's always been like that with us. But Valentine's month is the same month that me and my wife met each other and got together. So our almost a decade anniversary just passed this month, and I just have the utmost gratitude for her and our love and just the foundation that we built in general for almost this decade that we've been together. So shout out to us and love you, baby. We did the dang thing, you feel me? But yeah, we've been doing a lot this month. So just stay tuned. I had some other things that was going on as well, which I will be explaining, and probably in a separate another video what's been going on. But yeah, just stay tuned. Be patient with me. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, please make sure you like so I can feel your love. Subscribe, join the tribe. Hit that bell, sound great as hell. Comment down below so I can see your thoughts. Share with your friends, your dog, your cat, your bro, your dog, your hoe. I really don't care who. Just make sure you share. Stay with this message. Okay, y'all. So today it's a different scenery. I'm here by myself in this environment to do some calisthenics. I'm gonna be doing like a split. So 1 week I'm gonna be doing gym sessions, and the next I'm going to be doing calisthenics as much as I can anyway. Literally every single day since the last Wednesday, I've had something on the schedule to do. So as y'all can imagine, I have been busy. Okay. And as you can, pretty sure you can tell, my energy is not as usual. It's not as hype or as upbeat as usual, obviously, because of that. But I am going to continue to put this content out, follow my dreams, and keep going. So with that, today I want to try a little bit something different. Not only am I going to kind of sit with you guys, but also I wanted to just kind of like just rant, just talk, whatever you want to call it. But before we get started, let's get our first set done. Now with the calisthenics, I really don't go by sets and reps. I'm majority doing time of retention. I mean, same thing in gym. The difference with calisthenics, time. To me, it's not really about how many reps I can do. It's about the time and how long I can do it. Because it's always majority of the time anyway, full body. So okay, so let's go ahead and get started. And if y'all got some dumbbells at home, I'm using 2 8 pound, and these for it to be 8 pounds is a little bit heavier in my opinion than the usual 8 ounce than at the gym. I got these from Target and these like more than 8 pounds, but hey, I ain't up my hand. So let's get started with the first set. Y'all doing it with me? Come on, get off the couch, put your snacks down, pick your weights up, and let's move to the middle, or just use your body. That's what calisthenics is all about. I just decided to add extra weight, because why not? So, let's get started. Ready, steady, go. First, we're doing, these are called, but it's a combination of a squat and overhead push. Make it up my own times forward. I don't know what it's called. Now I am doing 5, but again, I'm not doing sets. I'm going based on time, but I am doing 5 per time to do this. Did those work? I'm not sure. Alright, if you're not sure, do one more extra. Do work. And these are called RDLs. Okay, got front squats. Then, oh, I am missing something. I forgot to do my rows. 5 rows. Then I am upstairs. I'm gonna be snatched. Then burpees. Alright. This is why I love calisthenics. Look how I sound off of one set. Versus at the gym, I was walking in the park, y'all. It was nothing. But I'm very, very cautious when it comes to moving metal because it's way easier to hurt yourself when you're moving metal versus when you're moving your own body weight. Granted, I did add weights, but it's just because I wanted to do an extra challenge. With what I'm doing, you don't have to. I have a treadmill in here as well. I could get my steps in, but I don't need it. Well, I do need it, but I walk a lot anyway. So, you know, coming up very soon, my goal is to do 10,000 steps per day. But I don't trust those watches and all that bullshit that keep trying. I'm not having to have radioactive waves just constantly going on. No, I'm good. So, I'm about to figure something out. figure out another way to keep track, You know, any time is a perfect time, a great time, a perfect time to do the right thing. So it is what it is. I feel like that cramp trying to come on, like, this ain't no joke. Man. All right, let's get going. You want to rest too long. You don't want to have too long of a rest. And there's a mirror behind y'all, by the way, so that's what I'm looking at. I look like I'm looking off, because I am looking at this mirror. I was counting. One more final level back. That was a bad push-up. I felt that was a bad push-up. Yes, I can't even know. I don't know if I can see my push-up, by the way. All right. Listening to my leg right now, making sure she's okay. Speaking of, so for you people that are watching, if anyone watches this, um, if you are new, who you don't know, I am a multiple sclerosis warrior. I'm battling an autoimmune disease, and it's hard. It's hard. It's very challenging. This condition is not for the weak. Um, Honestly, is actually known for people who get this condition to pass away, not just mainly not from the condition itself. Yes, we do have cases where it is because of the condition. Well, technically that is because it's because of the condition, but what I was getting to was it's because of the mental. They pass because of the mental, but that's what the condition does to you as well. So technically it is still the condition, but I would say it's not the physical aspect of it. It is the mental aspect of the condition, because this condition is what I like to call a silent killer. It affects everything in your body. Okay, but basically, it is attacking your nervous system. Okay, your central nerve. That is the body part in your body that controls everything. Okay, so that's what this condition does. It attacks it and it eats it. So what happens is that this condition, it does, they call it a mimic cry. A mimic cry. Okay, something like that. And it's basically where it creates cells to mimic the good cells, when in reality they're bad cells. So what happens is that the immune system gets confused and confuses the good cells for bad cells and attacks and eats at the good cells. And so when it eats and attacks the good cell, obviously the bad cells stays in the system because it mimicked the good cells. It stays in the system and obviously does what it was planted there to do, attacks the body. Okay? So when it attacks the bodies, that's when you have all types of complications. You lose mobility, because again, central motor nerve controls your mobility. Be able to wave, be able to use your fingers, be able to move, be able to karate kid, you know? So all those little things, it all plays a part. Even with your little toes, everything, it all is connected with the central nerve. And so once that is affected, then everything else just gets, it's like a domino effect, okay? So the main thing that is noticeable, because there's a lot of things that happen behind closed doors that you cannot see and that you wouldn't even know. Like right now, I look completely normal. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even notice. You wouldn't even be able to tell. Like, oh, that cook, I know what's going on. You wouldn't even know. Why? Because not only have I been dealing with this since 2019, which I am going to be doing a story time on how I got it. So, y'all stay tuned on that. But because I only have been dealing with this since 2019, I have adapted to it. But because it's it's one of those where it affects certain things that you can't see. So for right now, for instance, I am dealing with sensation problems lately. My sensation is not 100%. It has not been 100% for years. Okay? So you know how you're able to touch something, anything, your spouse, a cup, put on your clothes, your body, anything that you're able to touch. You know how you're able to feel 100% everything, the crevices, the handle of that cup, the beauty mark on your spouse or your loved one, and you know their skin texture, the texture of their hair. You know how you're able to feel those things 100%. They don't want me to talk, y'all. I gotta be careful with that. It just such a dirty ass food. And I'm scratching my nose. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful with that. But anyhow, uh, yeah, you know how you're able to touch those things and be able to feel it 1,000% or 100%, and you know there's no interruption and anything like that. Well, that's not the case for us. Multiple sclerosis patients or warriors, excuse me, wrong word, put it to the side, no, warriors. That's not the case for us, okay? At least for me anyway. Not everybody's not the same, and that's one thing that makes it even more challenging with the condition. Everybody is not the same, okay? It's different for each and every individual. For me, again, in my hands and in my feet, are just the main things they attack. They attack the extremities, and well, obviously, because that's what we move with our central nerves, you know, our central nerves, that's what we move. You know what I'm saying? We move our extremities, it's the main thing we move, okay? So, but specifically, my hands and my feet are the main things that never recover when it comes to, you know, and that's why we call it a relapse. But when it comes to relapsing, because we have times where we are able to recover and we kind of get back to normal, and you know we're able to feel again, we're able to walk again, this, that, and the third, and then again we relapse, and then it happens again. That's why they call it a relapse. Anyway, so when I say relapse, I'm not talking about drugs, which I didn't even think about it like that. I've never done drugs, or I guess other than marijuana. I don't consider that a drug. That's a goddamn plant. But which I don't even do that no more. So. But yeah, I've never done any drugs. So whenever people confuses that for drugs, I literally will laugh and be like, oh, wait a minute. I guess technically that is the same thing as relapsing, just basically meaning, oh, it's happening again, it's happening again. But no, that's not what I mean. I'm not about to get into a whole rant about fucking relapse. Sorry, oh my God. back to what I was saying. Anyway, so yes, having this word relapse. Okay, specifically for me. Okay, so if they want to be all loud, let me do this rap. Okay, see, I've gotten to my passion about talking this shit. Look, specifically for me, it has not been away ever since I've relapsed to really bad one time where, well, I don't know what's going on. Sure. Okay, sorry y'all, that's what we're doing with me. I know y'all not, but the ones who are here, you get a cookie. Okay, come on. Let's get it done. We did our squats and overheads. Now, we're about to do our RDLs. Let's do this. Now, let's do our rows. 5 rows. Let's go. Okay. Front squats. 5 front squats. Let's do this. Okay. And 5 burpees. Ooh. And hit. That's the lack of moving my body. You know, I need to work out the muscles. I need to work out the joints. I'm set. I'm going more. Alright. Anyway, hold on, get your breath a little bit. Okay. So, as I was saying, though, ever since I had a bad relapse, which really, ever since I've been in relapses over and over again, it just continued to just progressively just stay and go away. I did have a time though, I think it was last year, where I did regain full consciousness or, you know, sensation in both of my hands. But afterwards, I had a bad relapse to where my whole right side of my body, all the way up, like literally from the top of my face right here, all the way down to my my hip, really all the way down to my toes. I don't even know why I'm capping. Literally the whole right side of my body, yes, including the groin, had went numb. There was no sensation. However, it still had a little bit of a tingling, if that makes sense. Like this condition is wild. It does all the things all at the same time. Like it's wild. But think about it like this. You know, everybody has done it when you're sitting on the toilet, sitting on the toilet, sitting on the toilet. Okay. When you're sitting on the toilet, you're on your phone, and you know you're done. You know you're done, get up. But you're sitting there, and your legs go numb. You know the feeling that you get right before you start to wake up. Imagine that feeling staying there Not waking up, it's just forever a nightmare. Your days are forever a nightmare. And that's what it is. That is just as best as I can explain it. It's not exactly like that, but it is as close as I can get it to what it is to have a relapse with me anyway, um, with my arms and my legs. But specifically, it was majority in my upper extremity. I literally was like this. I had no control of my hand. I couldn't write. And I could show y'all, I could probably put a picture up or something like that of how my writing was after I was starting to get back regain back my sensation and my mobility, because I had lost my mobility. I would look like this, walk around like this, my arms like that. And what's it called? I couldn't write. I couldn't button up my shirt. I couldn't do, obviously, the normal thing you are able to do with two hands. Okay? So I had to literally, at first, I was like this, walking around because it was very heavy. Like, it's crazy, people don't realize how much your body does on a day-to-day basis behind closed doors. Your body is constantly working, even when you're asleep. Your body is a beautiful organism, so take care of it, cherish it, don't neglect it, don't take it for granted, because trust me, it's people like me out there who wish upon a little star that they have an opportunity to have a healthy, functioning body. Because even with the body that I have now, I still cherish it, and I still care about it a lot. And I take care of it as if it is as healthy as a horse. Okay? So don't take it for fucking granted. Coming from a multiple sclerosis patient, do not take your body for granted. So, that being said, I have lost mobility to move. It was heavy. And it's crazy because you don't realize your arms full right now is because of your body working behind closed doors. Because when it's not working, and you lose the sensation and the mobility to your extremity, your arms and your legs, they're fucking heavy. They're heavy, no shit. Like, who would wonder? Go figure, right? Obviously, these machines, okay, these organic machines are built to pick up pounds of pounds and to pick up your big heavy ass. Okay? So these motherfuckers, they're heavy. And I'm like, dang. Like, it's so many things that people take for granted, it's ridiculous. But you know what they say, you don't know what you have until it's gone. What in here? You don't know what you have until it's gone. That's why every single day I cherish and I'm grateful for everything. Not only that I have materialistic wise, but spiritually, mentally, physically. Now granted, I do have my days, especially lately. Today is, as of now, today's date is February. Oh shit, my wife's calling. Hold on.